Hey, what's up? Tony from LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com, and we recently got this little question in. How do I repair rust bubbles less than an inch and a half or an inch or so in diameter, little rust bubbles around your fender? This is what I kind of drawn out here. It's kind of ugly, but you'll see what I mean. And you know, how can I do that without using any kind of sheet metal or welding? What could I do? All right, so the answer to that is you can get some stuff called Bondo hair or kitty hair. It's basically a fiberglass strand in a type of Bondo that's pretty much waterproof. Okay, you know, you could fill holes and they'll stand up to the weather and you won't have a problem. As long as they're smaller than about an inch and a half in diameter altogether, you could go ahead and patch up all kinds of repairs with that. And in the VIP course, we show you exactly how to do all of these types of repairs, plus more. So let me just show you on the whiteboard what we have here. So just imagine that this ugly thing right here is a tire. Okay, this whole area is the tire, and this is basically your fender, right, of the car. It's an ugly fender, but it's just pretty quick, okay? And this is the little arch around your fender, okay? You may have a seam around it over here with the body line, you may not. But these red things here are basically the cancer, the rust. All right, these little red things all in here, you know, they're bubbling through the paint and you see it. So once you get your grinder, right, and you grind all this down, you get it nice and clean and bare metal, the bubbles are gonna pop and they may be getting a little bigger, okay? You're gonna maybe uncover pits of rust holes around here. You're going to grind them, they're going to get a little bigger, and you're going to see different areas, okay? So the first thing after you get it all nice and clean is you want to hit it with a rust inhibitor, navel jelly or water vinegar. Spray it on there, get it all nice, and if possible, take the fender off, get to the back of it also, clean it up with a wire brush if you can't get in there with a grinder, clean it all up, treat it, and mix up something called Bondo hair or kitty hair, okay? It's basically a Bondo, like I said, with fiberglass in it, with a little bit of resin types of stuff. Different mixture than a Bondo, but it's waterproof, and you can fill holes like this and you're not gonna have a problem, all right? So you would wanna fill both sides. So I would probably hit the front, sand it down good, and then hit the back with it, and then try to sand the back down with it and get it nice and even looking. Anything bigger than 1 inch to 1.5 inches in diameter, you know, like a rust hole, you have to do a little bit of sheet metal repair, all right? I know maybe it's something that you don't want to do, but you have to. You know, cut out a sheet of metal, weld it in there, or even use a spot welder with some sheet metal and patch the hole. You know, you don't necessarily always have to cut it out and then weld an exact same piece inside of it. Okay, so if this is your rust hole, right, you grind it, you clean it, and you could basically put a patch of sheet metal over it like that, okay, spot weld it in all around it, okay, it's pretty easy, right? And then tap the high corners down a little bit and then fill with body filler on top of that. All right, so I hope you kind of got that. Quick little video on this. If you're on YouTube, click like, click the description box also. That'll take you over to the blog. That'll explain this in a little bit more detail in text with a couple of different pictures. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. You can use something called Bondo hair or kitty hair. Okay, these two products are what you want to use to fix these little small rust holes, and you shouldn't have a problem. All right, it's pretty good stuff. All right, so it's Tony from LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com. If you haven't yet went to LearnAutoBodyAndPaint.com, click the link below if you're on YouTube, and go ahead to the website and download an 85-page auto body and paint repair manual. All right, it's full of content, think you're gonna like it. Go there, put your name and email in, download it so I know where to send it to you so you can download it. And I think you're really gonna like it. So please like the video, share it, comment below if you're on the blog, comment below if you're on YouTube, and I'll see you in the next vids. Have a great day. Hasta la vista. Bye-bye.